All right, I'm on. And sorry for the late start, guys. I had a bunch of technical issues, bunch of difficulties trying to get this thing up and going. I missed the first opening match of NXT with y'all, and Ethan Page won that fatal four-way to determine the number one contender for the North American Championship. Yeah, that's what I get for trying to get a meal in and get distracted and come on 5 minutes before the show started. Had to reboot the modem, then the computer took 15 minutes to reboot it. But I'm here now. Sorry again. Happy WrestleMania week. I'm literally 3 nights away from jet setting with Vegas. Even though I have my technical issues, I still have to ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on your social media, like, comment on the videos and such. But yeah, I didn't even get to watch or enjoy this opening match because, again, life's a glitch. So I had to deal with all the technical issues that come with this lifestyle. With the spotty Wi-Fi reception and the super old jacked up laptop that's pushing everything. But yeah, unfortunately, Ethan Page won the opening match of tonight's NXT.
By all ego Ethan Page. And stand and deliver your first title defense. I promise you.
Now Ricky Saints is going to go in the ring and attack him. Yep, good. Shut his butt up. Shut his ass up. It seemed like it was a good match. I'm going to have to go back and watch that again after NXT goes off the air. Because I could tell that was a good match. And I didn't even get to do my little intro with my belts and everything, my little dance. Oh well. It's on last night's Raw. I didn't open that show if you want to watch it.
TNA Knockouts champion.
Now they're showing Jordan Grace vignette.
This wasn't how I started.
Since they're showing a Jordan Grace vignette.
I wasn't scouted. I've never had a star power. Never really been a beauty queen.
She really is that jack, y'all. She ain't tall at all. She's like my height. She's actually shorter than I am, as you see in that photo.
I knew what people saw, or really rather what they didn't see. But something I did have that not a lot of people in wrestling do.
Literally 3 more nights, 3 more sleeps, and I get to go on my Vegas vacation. My aunt assumed, I call her Miss Nosy, assumes a lot. Assumed that my big shocking news I'm going to give the people is I'm getting married. It really is, hey, I'm in Vegas at WrestleMania. That's the news. But nobody in my family watches this podcast, so they'll know. And they're going to find out in a few days.
Waking up at 3 a.m. to train, jumping into a car, driving 8 hours to wrestle, hit another gym session after that.
She looks so different, younger, man. She's, wow. She looked the same, but younger. She was not as built. She been working out. She working on her body a lot over the years. It shows.
I was obsessed with it. It was a way that I could stand out from all the other women. And to me, it was the only way.
They're showing before and after pictures of Jordan Grace, and that's incredible. The journey her body and her skill has gone through over the years.
That's Jordan Grace.
I didn't know she's so
I
like
put in the
that.
work so that no one could ignore me. I forced my way into a conversation and made people believe in a juggernaut like I believed in myself. Now, the biggest hurdle of my career is right in front of me this Saturday when I have the opportunity to become the NXT Women's Champion. And just like I've been my entire career,
That'd be cool if Jordan Grace wins the NXT Championship. She deserves it.
What I'm going to have to do to leave Vegas with my first WWE Championship.
She deserves it for sure.
We will hear from all the competitors in that matchup here tonight. But 4 women have qualified. Only 2 spots remain in the ladder match for the Women's North American title. Who qualifies? Who punches their ticket to stand and deliver? We find out next.
The next level of action keeps evolving. Tomorrow.
Any predictions on WrestleMania? What matches y'all looking forward to the most? Like I told somebody else, the match I'm looking forward to the most is by far the John Cena Cody Rhodes match. If I had to pick a second match, it's going to be that. I want to say the triple threat for the women's world title between Io, Bianca, and Rhea. That's gonna be good.
It wasn't
The whole lineup's good. All 18 matches is gonna be fire.
the tournament trips.
Those are probably 2 matches I'm looking forward
That's
to
not
the
what got
most.
me here.
And of course, Bailey and Lyra teaming up against
The
Liv
love they
and
showed
Raquel. Looking forward to that match as well.
It's why I give it back and pass it on.
Every match, but those in particular.
Because it's the assists you don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
Once again, I apologize for the late start, guys.
Step up to the plate and have it your
It was
way.
horrible.
Get two of your faves. It's up to you. Just figure it out.
Stupid Wi-Fi acting up, and then had to reboot the computer. That took 15 more minutes.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
But I'm here now.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
New Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond-free texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with
Cannot
Charmin.
wait.
Just for Men gives you your strongest, fullest.
I just started packing bags this morning, actually.
Now
Getting
with
everything in order to go.
In just 5 minutes, score your best beard ever. Just for
Well, I
Men.
had my cousin drop me off, pick me up from the airport, but I think I'm gonna just drive and leave my car parked there because I don't want to have to rely on nobody for anything if I can help it.
We got the right stuff. We put the hammer right down. Wanna be like us? Go around. If you want it, you
And I might have decided I'm not gonna do WrestleMania after dark. I don't really know if I can trust Vegas after dark, so to speak. So I don't know.
What's your way to
I'm still undecided about if I'm gonna go to WrestleMania after dark. It would be cool to see all those concerts and be a part of that.
the moisturizers of your
Still
old
don't
body
know.
wash.
And just 12 ingredients.
That's
I
right.
don't want to put myself
Plain
out there and at risk
moisturizing body
getting
wash
mugged.
isn't a myth. It's native.
something bad happening.
Full rolls to make a difference.
You never know
But at the
what's
same
gonna
time,
do.
I can't live in
You
fear.
know the craziest thing? Release 24/7. New episode Thursday at 8, 7 Central.
Journey to the land.
Can't believe Ethan Page won that opening match. It was between him, Wesley.
Escape to the Big Bang Theory.
Oh man, what's the dude who reminds me of Tatanka?
ECPI
That
gave
was
me the
battling
confidence
Trick
to
Williams for a
go
while.
out in the
Eddie
IT world
Williams.
and
Or
perform
Eddie
the
Thorpe, I
job.
mean.
Accelerated degrees in
Who else was in that
cybersecurity.
match? Let me open up my
ECPI
email.
University.
They really broke it
I
down
was
for
checking
me
it
and
out
made
earlier
it
to
very
get a
simple to just fall
preview of
into
the
it
night
and keep
show.
going. Routers and
And
switches,
funny, my mic
system
is
admin
working
with
just
servers,
fine right now.
penetration testing with hacking. They're
When
gonna give
last
you tools
night
that you need to hit the
after
ground
I've
running.
streamed
I'm an IT
my
specialist.
Raw watch
This is my
along,
career.
I tried to do
This
my
is what I
next
love
parody
to do.
video,
Earn your
and the
bachelor's
mic
in just
didn't work at
2.5
all. You couldn't
years.
hear me hardly at all. I don't know what the problem was.
Which automaker employs the
So I'm gonna try to
most
redo it
hourly
again
workers in
tonight
the
after
country?
NXT.
Which
And then I
automaker
try to do it on my
assembles
phone, the
most
same
vehicles in the
song
country?
parody song on my phone.
That's not
And
a
when I submitted it, they
coincidence.
told me it was copyright.
It's a commitment. A
Even though I
commitment
gave
for
credit to the
dealership
people I
by
got the song
offering
from, and it was a
employee
parody
pricing
video, they
across a
still
full lineup of
made me
Ford
take it down.
vehicles. Now get
Because I
employee pricing
recorded it
plus
as a short
5.9% financing
since it
for
would let me do
72
live
months
stream.
plus $22.50 bonus cash on
So
a
weird.
2024
Fatal
F-150
four-way. That
XLT.
was. Oh yeah, Lexus King was the fourth
Injured at
person
work
in that
and you
match.
just
So I
tired of
guess
dealing with the insurance
looking at
company?
the four
Let
competitors
us
in
take the
that
burden off your
match,
shoulders. Let us
I
be
guess
your
Ethan
voice.
Page would be the one
We
to
can
win. I
deal with
guess
the insurance company. Let us tell them what you have to
he's
say.
still a jerk,
Hardison and Cochran.
and I'm wanting
919
Ricky Saints to
all
beat him.
fours.
That standing
What's better
deliver.
than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with the
Yeah, this will be my
is
my
available
last
all the time.
WWE
Because the best
watch
time for fresh,
along
never frozen
live
meat
reaction
and
video
applewood smoked bacon is all the time.
here in North
Duh.
Carolina
Way best
until I
deal of all
go
time.
to
Gotta be
Vegas, and then I'm
Wendy's.
gonna do the live stream watch along live reactions from my hotel
Get
room.
ready for the
I might do it from the strip. I don't know yet. We'll see.
ceremony, hosted by Michael Cole.
I'll be more comfortable in my hotel room doing it though, instead of having to watch it on an iPad
Michelle McCool,
and hold the phone up and record
the
myself.
Natural
I'm not taking this laptop.
Triple H,
Then again, I might take the laptop.
inductees Kamala, Dory Funk Sr., and Ivan Koloff.
That's so many
And the
unknowns
first
still.
ever Immortal Moment inductee, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 13. A night out
And
in
the unknowns
Vegas
I've got to
at
go
the
ahead and iron out because I only
What
got
happens
3
here
more nights.
becomes legendary.
But I'm the procrastinating type, wait till the last minute to do everything, except for get the tickets. I always get the tickets ahead of time.
Friday. Tickets on sale now.
All right, back to NXT. What we got next?
And WrestleMania weekend gets started this Friday with a WrestleMania kickoff live.
Friday, WrestleMania kickoff is at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. I'm not going to be able to make that. We'll be in the air still.
for SmackDown this Friday.
And WrestleMania SmackDown, I will definitely be watching that. 7 Central, 8
and then we
Eastern,
will celebrate this year's Hall of
and
Fame.
then Hall of Fame at
That's on
10.
Friday night. Before we turn our attention to
This WrestleMania
Saturday,
Saturday, stand and
NXT will
deliver at
set the
1.
bar.
10 in the
Stand
morning
and
in the Pacific.
Deliver
Wow,
followed
so
by the countdown to
I'm going to be at
WrestleMania.
WWE World
Saturday,
during
headlined by
Stand and
CM Punk,
Deliver. I'm going to have to be listening to it on my headphones, I
Roman
guess.
Reigns in our main event.
Then
And
Countdown to
you'll hear
WrestleMania is at 1
participants
o'clock
WrestleMania
Pacific.
Saturday on the WrestleMania post show.
I got to get used to
Then on
these
Sunday,
3-hour
we
delays.
set up
I'm
and we
glad
do it
my
all
time
again
is
with a
going to
countdown
adjust
to
automatically. Because
WrestleMania Sunday,
I'd be
and then
getting
the
real late.
WrestleMania post show to wrap up.
So excited. They're showing the cube right now. I'm going to take a bunch of
in
pictures
Las
of that thing in
Vegas.
real life. That's a crazy looking building.
So, who do you think is going to take these last 2 spots in ladder match? It doesn't really matter because the outcome is going to be the same. True. Either of us, as new champ, and I have the perfect either of us.
Yeah, y'all are the only ones that know
Hold on, wait
what
a minute,
the shock
wait a
of the
minute.
world
I
is. Because I
thought
put it out there on
Saruka was
Facebook how
fine.
this is a big week coming up.
Thanks.
I'm going to shock
Who's gonna be you?
everybody.
You?
The shock is I'm
Walking
going to
out a
Vegas for
two-time
Mania,
women's
baby.
North American
there
champion and showing
4
that nobody,
days
no
and 3
one
nights.
can do
And
it.
now they're talking on NXT. It's
Crazy.
Kalani,
Yeah, good
Soul
luck.
Ruka, Zaria,
He doesn't really know
and
this.
Izzy Dane.
The old
I see
Kalani.
Ariana
She was
Grace
so
sitting
much
down in the back.
likable. Old Kalani, new Kalani, doesn't really matter.
Then Akita
When I'm
Lyons
at
too.
the
All the
top
girls. There's the
of the
meta girls
ladder,
behind them.
holding the title, bringing home yet another championship to the calling. Oh, keep dreaming, because it's
But yeah,
never
tune in
gonna
later this
happen.
week because it's gonna be a lot of
Like I said,
live streams from Vegas from me on my YouTube channel. So don't miss it.
something like that.
Well, we're about to find out who will earn one of those
Tatum
2 remaining
Paxley.
spots right now.
With Gigi Dolan, shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. I knew there were matches for this tournament happening, but I didn't know who was all in it. Because again, it's been one of those days when I've been distracted.
This is quite the opportunity for Tatum Paxley.
Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
NXT on the CW is presented by
Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley so hot.
Motorcycle Insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
And the way they do their ring entrance now, the way Gigi's all draped over top of her, that's kind of cool.
Single superstar mindset. We're about to find out our answer in a matter of moments. I think
And who she, Lola Vice, how could, well, that's what I thought. How could this match get any better? Lola Vice walks her sexy self out. Love women's wrestling. That's what keeps me tuning in every week, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Pay-per-views. Lola Vice, boy.
She'll be headed to WrestleMania After Dark, the official WrestleMania After
Cook,
Party.
googity movie.
Each night starting this Thursday, April the 17th through Sunday, April 20th at Live and Live Beach at the Fountain Blue Las Vegas, the official
Meanwhile, boy.
hotel of WrestleMania 41. Tickets on
Let's go, Lola Vice. I know it's Tatum Paxley, but I'm going for Lola in this match right here.
2 spots are left.
Ring the bell.
I don't think Braves there is anyone more laser focused.
Collar elbow tie up. Tatum takes the early advantage. Only gets a 1 count on Lola.
Actually looking to
Lola got them kicks that don't lie, them fists that don't stop. Martial arts background. She gonna win this thing. Hopefully Gigi Dolan don't cause no distraction.
We've seen Lola Vice compete in singles action on her own here.
Filling each other out, countering each other's moves.
Both of these women. This quite simply boils down to who wants it more, who is prepared for this opportunity better. Both are deserving participants. Who's actually going to get the nod? On the playoff, what Graves just said, Booker, have you liked Ava's decisions thus far?
That was cool. I had 3 people watching me at the same time a minute ago. That was neat. I never had that many people watching me.
Right now. We're looking for the next big thing. I think that's what Ava's.
Oh, Tatum with an athletic maneuver to get back to her feet, tries to pin Lola, only gets the 1 count again. And Lola got her in a crossface in the middle of the ring. A modified crossface. Got her knee up against her head. Never seen it locked in like that. Tatum tries to pin Lola, only gets a 2 count. Tatum with a spinning heel kick to the gut of Lola.
Women's Championship, of course, tickets
Working on the left arm of Vice.
WrestleMania Saturday, right around the corner is Allegiant Stadium for WrestleMania itself.
Sounds like the crowd is split between the two. Some chanting "Let's go Lola," some chanting "Let's go Tatum."
You know what? I just say, beautiful bridging armbar by Paxley.
They're going back and forth, putting each other in submissions right now. They're on the mat.
Mixed martial arts background, shoulders down. Now just get ready to ask for that, Grace, because you're talking about the hyperextension of
Go
that
Lola
shoulder.
Vice.
It wouldn't be interesting if Paxton was able to make Lola Vice tap out. We're talking about bragging rights. If you're a woman who's able to make Lola Vice of all people submit, I mean, Tatum Paxton would have no problem making new friends.
I really don't think that's the route you're going to take with Lola Vice. Fighting a little bit here. I mean, karate is definitely her background.
I agree with you, Booker. I think Paxton's going to want to rely on her powerlifting background. She does have a rather extensive wrestling knowledge, but power could really be the game changer for Paxton. Now, that Booker is Lola on the cusp of her moment. She's been so close in the past.
I mean, you just said it right there. I mean, so close. It's about being in the right place at the right time. Lola Vice, former breakout tournament winner. That tells you she's got the capability of getting it done.
We're going to take it back to the breakout tournament. These two have not been friends since back in those days. Well, Lola to the outside, create a little separation. But look at Lola. Quickly now trying to actually trying to get anywhere she can away from Lola Vice, and there's Gigi Dolan.
Jaw Jack and Gigi Dolan on the outside of the ring. Lola Vice going under the ring for a weapon. Oh, Tatum was under there and pulls her up against the steel. Ooh, that exposed steel. That was very, very manipulative. That was a planned attack. Wow. Didn't see that coming. And we got picture in picture because we're on CW tonight for NXT. So they don't do like Netflix. We actually get to see the action during the commercial breaks.
Remarkable Women. Special presentation Sunday
Tatum
at 9
throws her back into the ring, goes back in herself.
Brought to you by Straight
Still
Talk
working on the
Wireless.
left arm of Lola Vice.
Not really big into
Notice that
usually stop
Tatum Paxton is in control of the match during the break because she's the heel during this match.
for like 2 seconds. When Verizon announced that I could lock
Oh,
in the price for 3
beautiful
years for both
executed.
phone and internet,
Dropping the
even
elbow
for a
on
customer,
Lola
I was
only
like,
for the 2
dog,
count, bro.
I think 3 years in the future, Pete will be very proud of
Still
my
working
decision.
on that left arm of
Look
Lola
at me,
Vice.
bro. Come on! Can you hear me now? I sure hope so.
Many people told us they'd had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before. Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Where's the pizza? Until now. Introducing Domino's
Still
new
working
and
on that
first
left
ever
arm.
stuffed
Lola
crust
finally
pizza.
makes some
Yummy.
separation.
Try one for the first time tonight. It's a miracle. New hands-free Skechers
Trying to
slip-in
reverse and
sandals.
get back into
Light,
this
comfy
thing.
sandals you
Spinning
never
a
have
heel
to
kick
touch
to the gut
or
of
bend down
Tatum.
to put on. The exclusive heel strap guides your foot into place. Then the special
Bounces
heel
off the
pillow
ropes.
keeps your foot
Irish
comfy
whip.
and secure. Try new
Kick to the
Skechers
midsection
slip-in
of
sandals.
Tatum.
My oldest daughter, Camilla,
Got
she
him
came out
leaning
fighting.
up on the
2 days
second
old,
rope
she had to
on
have
the
an open
apron.
heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on
Dang,
5
pump.
different medications.
Dropped
Me and
the
the pharmacist got so
hit
tight.
foot
She
to the
said,
back of the
"All right,
neck
save a lot of
of
money.
Tatum
Save that
Paxton on
extra
the apron.
$200-$300 a month."
Oh,
And
sorry, I
we
was
knew
too
that
distracted by
when we
her
were able to
shaking
save with using
the
her
rear
RX,
end,
we're able to
the
do all these extra
comment on the
activities.
move that
She
was
can
made.
hit hard too for a little skinny thing.
Oh,
So
another
it
kick
puts
to the
less stress
midsection
on
of
our
Tatum.
household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
What's on your mind, Deanna?
She's going to try for a suplex and nails it in the middle of the ring. Doesn't release it. She's going for 3 amigos, Lola Vice.
24/7
Here comes the
freshness.
second
You can
suplex.
call
Boom.
Everywhere.
And then she shifts it weight and goes into the third suplex, but changes it up, does a shimmy and everything, and then hits the third suplex.
Huggies. Now with blowout protection in every
2,
direction.
2, sweet.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com
Tatum
and
using the
schedule a
ropes to
fix in
pull
minutes.
herself up.
Sweet.
So
SafeLight
feet,
can come to you for free.
Lola helps her
Don't
back
wait.
to her feet,
Go to
just an Irish whipper.
SafeLight.com and schedule now.
And then give her a kitchen sink, but gets countered by Tatum and a 2 for a pinfall attempt on Lola.
Meat chocolate.
Then Lola kicks her in the midsection to
Crispy.
stop her again.
Meat creamy. Irresistibly one of a kind. Irresistibly bueno.
Now she goes back with another submission on Paxton in the middle of the ring. A sleeper
And
hold.
then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution
back
that
to her
breaks down
feet.
dirt on contact.
Backs
And it
Lola
has
into the
hundreds of
corner,
strips, scrub
trying to
away
break
sticky
that hole,
messes,
that
even
sleeper
from
hole.
brown whites. Okay, Power Mop.
But she can't, so then she backs her into a different corner and finally breaks the hole that way.
Behind the toilet. So ditch the
And
bucket
Lola
for
locks
the
it
hard
back
work
in
that comes
anyway.
along with it, with the Swiffer Power Mop. What do we got?
Backs into the corner, breaks the sleeper again. This time she got the separation, creates some space. Lola tries for. She has her legs wrapped around her head. Oh, and then Paxley power bombs her in the middle of the ring. We're back to full screen now. Yes, we are. Back from the commercial break. Both these women on their feet now. Tatum with a head full of steam. Right hands to Lola Vice. Enziguri to the back of her head. Spinning neck breaker. Tatum Paxley with a head full of steam. High upper advantage. Oh, a running crossbody in the corner on Lola Vice. Goes into another corner. Does it again, running crossbody to Lola. Third time she's going to the well too much. Yep, Lola got her knees up.
Educated knees. We talked about that earlier.
Gigi looks a little worried. Lola right now trying to regroup.
Oh, another big kick to the lower back of Paxley. And then them flurry of kicks from Lola.
Paxley unfortunately seems to have woken something up inside of
Lola Vice with that. Pizzazz.
She's feeling it. Oh, yeah, baby.
About to hit her with that hip attack. Boom! Right on the corner, on the bottom turnbuckle.
Closing in. Can you imagine the party she would throw?
Tries to pin Paxley. 1, 2, squeeze. Tatum kicks out at 2.
I'm sure she'd come over here and hand you an invitation personally to let you into the party book. We are going to Vegas. Which one of these two?
Yeah, I am going to Vegas. Lola picks her up. Paxley shimmies out of it, tries to pin her, and instead only gets a 2 count on Vice.
Back to that arm, though, Corey. I don't know if you realize on that kick out, Lola really not able to get that.
Paxley moves out of the way, avoids the kick. Oh, a running crossbody to the lower back of Vice in the corner. And now she's going to try for a suplex. No, she puts Vice on the top rope. Now Paxley goes up to the second rope. Vice trying to fight back. Knocks her off the ropes. Kick to the side of Lola's head. She's out on her feet on the top rope. Paxley to the top. Rush to the second rope. About to try for a superplex. Yeah, she might nail this. Yeah, superplex from the second rope to Vice. 1, 2, 3. Lola kicks out at 2. NXT. And then that creative move Paxley was trying to do got countered by Lola, got her in a sleeper hold. But then 1, 2, sweep. Because Vice got 10 for a 2 count. Oh, and then she double chops her in the chest while she's on the apron. Now Paxley on the second rope after coming back in the ring. He receives a kick to her midsection as soon as she hit the mat. Oh, and then a spinning chop to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Lola Vice for the win. That's who I wanted to win. Even if she wins the whole tournament, I'd be happy. I like Lola Vice. And then when she wins, she starts dancing, twirling and stuff. That was a good match. I'm so glad Lola Vice won. One step closer to getting that belt that Stephanie Bakir vacated. I would not be mad if Lola Vice won that ladder match. So it's going to be her, Izzy Dane, Sol Ruka, Zarya, and Kalani Jordan. Wow. Out of all them, I really want Lola Vice to win.
One Dead Man show will take place at the state-of-the-art Blue Live Theater at the Fountain Blue Hotel as part of WrestleMania Week this Saturday, April the 19th, 10 p.m. It'll feature the Phenom in an intimate setting, sharing never-before-heard stories from his Hall of Fame career. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
I'm looking at the traffic patterns. I hope they're driving that mess. I'm nervous about driving that. I'm going to be all right. I'll be all right.
Heard from one of the 4 competitors in this Saturday's NXT Women's Championship matchup. Now it's time to hear
God
the former
got me.
champion,
All I have to
the
do
beautiful
is
Magnus.
let him lead the way. So Julia vignette.
ここ数週
For the
間
past few weeks, I watched
ステファニ
Stephanie
ーが
bask
日
in the
本のベ
glory
ル
of
トを
being
ぶ
a
ら下
double
げて
champion.
利益になってんの黙って
So she's
見て
speaking
ろ
in
って
Japanese with the English subtitles.
ずー
I
っと
waited
リマ
and
ッチ
waited
を
for
待
her
って
to
た
give me a rematch,
け
but
ど
it never
何も
happened.
起きないだから自分で動いたんだよ
Friendships only go so far when it
目の前
comes
に
to
タ
the
イトルがあ
NXT
るのに
Women's Championship.
ここじゃ友情なんて無意味なんだよ 先週
Last week, I reminded
ステファニ
Stephanie
ー
what
の
beautiful
ビューティ
madness
フルマッ
is.
トネスを思い出させてやったよジェイダ・パーカー
Jada Parker, I don't know her, but I can tell she is very confident.
自信だけはあるみたいだね
Miss Parker,
攻撃
she
する
likes
の
to
は
dish
得
out
意だけど
punishment, but she
自分
doesn't
が
like
痛
to
む
take
の
it.
が苦手みたいだねそれからジョーダン・
Jordan
グレイ
Grace
ス
is very strong, but on Saturday, I'll introduce her to strong style.
けど
Ooh, I ain't heard strong style since Nakamura.
本当の戦いをジョ
Jordan
ー
and
ダン
Jada
と
are obstacles in my
こ
way
の
to
二
Stephanie.
人はステファニーの前にあるただの障害物だよ My goal was to win the NXT Women's Championship. Losing it only made me more dangerous. Stand and deliver. No friends. Rematch. Last year at Stand and Deliver, I introduced myself. This year, I live as the NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good match too. Who's just speeding in the parking lot? Who is this? This is a 10 mile per hour. Oh, it's Trick Williams.
That's 1/3 of the stand and delivered main event. Trick Williams.
Got a shirt that says "Crash Out Trick" on it. I was like, who is this speeding through the parking lot? And then Trick popped out.
Everybody eat, hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast, my team up the leash. We don't know the feet. Everybody eat, hey, you know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast.
My fists don't lie. I like that shirt.
We don't know the feet.
Little advice to these tonight only free shipping, blah blah blah. They always have some kind of sale on Mondays and Tuesdays
NXT
and
on the
Fridays.
CW is booming.
How cool is this?
NXT continues next, presented by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming.
The world's most precious resource? Wi-Fi.
Bring it out like a boom, 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 boom.
And the Wi-Fi
But yeah,
Booming.
WrestleMania week. It's gonna be a good.
stream.
It's already been a good week. Like last night with Raw,
Data is rushing.
that was crazy. And then tonight we got this
Day.
big episode of NXT. Friday night is gonna be a WrestleMania SmackDown.
Boom. Xfinity. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice try, Squirt.
What the heck is that?
It's toothless.
Y'all see the shirt. That's what it's all about.
Vikings, I have returned.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of 5
What a
immersive
date, sir.
worlds in Epic Universe.
See that?
Only at
What's that
Universal
say?
Orlando Resort.
That's this weekend. That
24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in
That's where I'm
4
gonna be.
times the moisturizers of your old body wash. Wow, and about half the ingredients.
if my
Heavenly.
family and friends watch this podcast, they would know what I'm talking about on
It's
Facebook.
native.
That's why they're all gonna be shocked
Irresistible blend
when I
of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt.
go live on
Perfect for adding
Facebook
flavor
Live
your way.
in Vegas.
What's your way to Tahiti?
When I start checking in on places and sharing it.
Doug.
You'll be back. Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just
I always like to assume I'm with somebody, whether I go to a movie or if I go to a restaurant to eat lunch or if I'm at the park walking. Who you with, nephew? Who else with you? Nobody. Just like when I go to Vegas, it's just me. Who's just like the theme song goes. It's just me. Ooze. not a kid,
The National
grown ass
Desk, a
man. Ain't
network
like
of
I'm a
nearly
female that's worried about
4,000
getting
local
raped or mugged.
journalists cover America's news.
Like I said on last night's stream, I wish somebody would try to check me with them 3 belts on the street. They're gonna get dropped
sleeper sofa, that
hard.
was the perfect time to
By
shop
me.
at Rooms to Go.
Ask
Start
questions
with a
later.
great-looking sofa at a
I feel
great
like my life
price.
is a
Then
threat.
add a
It's threatened, or
sleeper
if
to
I
the
feel like
sofa
I'm
for
in
an extra
jeopardy in any way, shape, or form.
$199. There are dozens of
I'm
fabulous
swinging on
styles,
somebody.
colors, and fabrics to choose from.
Drop them
Find
with a
your
rock bottom
favorite
right there
sofa,
on the
then
sidewalk.
upgrade it. Add the versatility and function of a comfortable sleeper for an extra $199.
Need that.
Just $199. That's right now during the Rooms to Go sleeper sofa sale. Which automaker employs the most hourly
As much
workers
pent
in
up
the
frustration and aggression as I got in me.
Which automaker
They don't want
assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford.
I said that
It's
every
not a
time
coincidence.
when I was in Georgia, walking the
It's a
streets of Georgia by myself. I
And
wish
they
somebody
Ford
would try to
dealers
share
share by offering employee pricing
Same thing
across
in
a full
Nashville. I
lineup
went
of
and did the
Ford
same thing there.
vehicles. Now get employee pricing plus 4.9% financing for
South
72
Carolina.
months on a 2024 Bronco or Bronco
Charlotte.
Sport. Plus get $1,000 bonus cash on Bronco Sport.
ECPI University was one of the best educational experiences that I've ever had.
Every location I go,
University, your education,
big ups right.
your way.
The support, the encouragement,
People be honking at me as I
push
drive
from
by.
faculty, seeing that, to then
Acknowledge
going
me
through the
every few
program,
feet.
I was like, okay, that was perfect for me. CCPI is very structured, and
Sorry,
you'll
50.
get the small class sizes.
My beard
you'll
is on
feel
fire
seen and
over
heard,
here.
and
It's
you will
burning
be able
hot.
to get
It's
in,
on
get your
fire.
degree, and get out. ECPI is the place to do it.
All right, back to NXT. Let's show them
We going all in on the road
stuff about Vegas.
with WWE World in Las Vegas. Oops. Meet your favorite WWE superstars and legends. Visit the largest superstore in WrestleMania history. So,
I can't wait. Be a part of WWE World too. I can't wait.
I'm so fly.
And my nose is itchy because it's hair.
Are you guys ready for WrestleMania? The world is yours, Zeus. In WWE World Las Vegas.
Yeet.
Tickets are on sale now. Yeet.
Emmy-nominated actor David
Yeet.
Lewis stars in a brand new reimagining of the world's most famous detective. Don't miss the series premiere of the CW's new show, Sherlock and Daughter, tomorrow at 9/8 Central, right here on the CW.
All the girls are arguing backstage.
Okay, look, all of you are going to get an opportunity at Send and Deliver, okay? There's going to be a triple threat tag team match. I spoke to Nick Aldis and to Adam Pearce, and the winner gets a women's tag team championship match Tuesday after Send and Deliver. That's right.
I knew you'd do this. Seriously, of course. So basically, what you're telling me is every single woman is going to be on Send and Deliver except the woman that made this the best women's division in the world. Great. That's awesome. That's nice.
How are you? Great job on Friday against Tiffany, but really it's not enough because you're still here bothering me. But you know what? I'll tell you what. If you can charm yourself into finding a tag team partner, I'll happily make this a fatal four-way.
You always have it up when you don't.
Wow. Hank and Tank making their way to the ring. That's going to be a huge fatal 4-way tag team match to determine the number one contenders for the women's titles.
Number one contender, NXT Tag Team Gauntlet Match.
Oh, this is a tag team gauntlet match about to happen. This should be interesting. That's just smashing his helmet into the steel steps. Getting himself in the crowd pumped up.
The biggest update of the year is coming to WWE Supercard starting
Biggest
tomorrow.
update tomorrow.
New rarities, WrestleMania 41 in Valor.
We get a new tier already. They always come out with new tiers
Check out new
on
milestone
Supercard.
awards and signature cards in boom mode. Download WWE Supercard for free on iOS and Android.
I know it's a new tier. I should have known though because of WrestleMania.
Find themselves in the unenviable position of beginning a gauntlet match. A task that is never easy,
Tyson
no
and
matter how
Tyreek
talented
are
you
their
are.
first
Never
opponents.
mind when your
The
team's
first
in
two
the middle of an
teams in
identity
this gauntlet match is Hank and Tank, Tyson and Tyreek. And of course, Wesley's accompanying him to the ring, but he all jacked up from the match earlier.
And Tyreek Equay.
Tyson
However you want
DuPont
to
and
slice it, it is
Tyreek
a long road for one of these two teams. These two teams will start when a team
showing
is
how they wear
eliminated. The
Timberland
next team
boots
will
while they
immediately
wrestle. They wrestle in
enter.
Timbs,
The
bro.
last team
Both them
standing is
dudes.
the winner of this tag team gauntlet. We'll head to Las Vegas.
Which I don't know
We'll
if
have
y'all
it stand
have ever
delivered
worn
in an
Timberland
NXT
boots
tag
before,
team
but it's hard enough to
championship
walk in some
opportunity.
Timbs, let alone
They're
wrestle in them.
they're powerful, they're impactful. I can guarantee you Wes Lee had some extra motivation before this matchup for Tyson and Tyreek after Wes disappointed himself by failing to qualify for stand and deliver.
Ring the
And this is
bell.
the matchup that we've all been waiting for.
This
It's
will be
finally
good.
here. We're
Started
starting
out with Tank and
Tyreek in
Tyson.
the gauntlet match presented by Xfinity. Hey, Booker, what are the
I think
difficulties
it's Tyson.
of it all?
I mean, starting first, just like Corey
I
said,
get them mixed up all
you
the
gotta
time.
have the aptitude to be able to
All right, he's got him in a full
every
Nelson.
team that comes out that locker room. That's a hard road to
Tank broke
hoe.
it.
Oh,
Well, Tank
Hank
broke
can
it.
take on
Man.
a 7-match losing streak.
And then when the names rhymes, that mixes it up too. It's like a tongue twister. They're trying to call this match. Only gets a one count on Hank.
Tyson and Tyreek.
The Hank and Tank confidence got to be at its all-time low. I mean,
In his corner, big splash, Taz in Tyreek.
This team is gonna, they can't think they're gonna slip on a banana.
And then like kitchen sink to Tank.
I think if Hank and Tank want to have a good time in Las Vegas, they had to find Cousin Eddie and maybe cook some chicken.
Hits him with a European uppercut.
Beautiful movie reference.
Kicks him in his ribs. Big forearm to the back of the head. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Tank kicks out at 2. Goes back into his corner where Tyson is. Boot to the face from Tank. Taz and Hank. Offense double team coming in from them two. Or not. Oh, he clotheslined dude onto the apron and onto the floor. Tyler. And then they sandwiched him in the middle of the ring. And then another double team attack. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Hank and Tank just advanced. Tyson and Tyreek have been eliminated. Who's next? The Culling. 2 people from the case. It's not going to be Sean Spears. So it's Brooks and Nico.
But now they're taking on another team that's defeated them. The Culling. They're here.
And like Brooks wants to start the match.
Back here by Jensen for the moment. By the way,
or not, Nico's starting the match
in NXT
against Hank.
Nico
Nico backs him up into his corner. Now they're double teaming him. Taz and Brooks sends Hank to the corner with some right hands. Whips him from one. Nope. Hank counters. Big clothesline to Brooks. And then another running clothesline. And then Tank with a big splash. And then atomic drop to. Now they're just running circles around them to these around Brooks and Nico. And they're about to meet him in the middle and double splash him too. Yeah, oh, they are rolling, man. Hank and Tank are on fire. They are working like a well-oiled machine. Dang. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Brooks kicks out at 2. I'm surprised they didn't get a 3 count this time. Now he's got him in a submission in the middle of the ring. We're going to a commercial, but thank you, CW, because we got picture-in-picture, and we can watch the show during the commercial break. We need to show Netflix how to do this, CW.
Any last words? Just one. So long, dermatologist.
He's back to his feet. Puts him to the corner, head first on the top turnbuckle. Twice he knocks him and meets the turnbuckle. 3, nope. Tank countered that one.
So don't settle for just any.
Now he throws Brooks into that top turnbuckle and just bounces his head like a basketball constantly, repetitively, about 10 times now off that top turnbuckle.
Mustache and beard. Now with keratin in just 5
And he
minutes.
throws him into his corner where Hank is.
Just for men.
You don't have to settle for just
Tags
one
him in.
delicious dish at Olive Garden. Buy one, take one
Scoop
is here,
slam.
starting at just
Nope, scoops him up,
$14.99.
puts him on the
but
top
only for a limited
turnbuckle.
time. So hurry in and enjoy the favorites you crave today,
And then
take another
uses
home for
his
tomorrow.
partner as a weapon to hit him in the ribs.
Imagine this is your
1,
adorable family.
2,
You
2,
want to switch to
sweet.
T-Mobile,
Brooks
but you
gets
feel
out at
stuck
2.
paying off your old phones. Don't be sad, little Kevin. Switch your family to T-Mobile
Hank in
and they'll
control of
help
the
pay
match,
off those
picks him
old
up, whips him
phones.
to the ropes, to the corner.
You'll get 4 new
Tries
iPhone
to run
16s
in and
on
follow it
the
up,
way
but
we
gets a
use
boot to the
puppies to
face
about
instead.
T-Mobile's amazing
Brooks
deal.
hits
The
him
other
with a
guys are
side
making
headlock.
payment. I don't think they have
Tag
any
into
puppies.
Nico.
Family freedom, our lowest
Blind
cost of
tag.
switch, our biggest family savings. We'll give you new iPhone 16s on us.
Oh, but I guess he did see it because he knocked Nico onto the apron before he could do anything.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts
And then goes tumbling over the top rope onto the apron. Brooks hits him with a right hand. Nico takes his and puts him up on a fire electric chair. And then Brooks drops him with a bulldog while he's in the electric chair on the announce table. Head first. Now they're just sitting there catching their breath, talking, admiring their work, their handiwork.
You know those fat Hoka sneakers? Nice shoes, but the price? Not as
Nico
nice.
hits
However,
Hank
Skechers Max
head
Cushioning
first
are
onto the
just
apron.
as fabulous at a price that blows them away. Get insane comfort and
Throws them
cushioning,
back into the
including
ring.
hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Try Skechers Max Cushioning.
Goes in himself,
Domino's new Parmesan
picks
stuffed
Hank
crust
up.
pizza
Nope, he
tastes like
stomps him
never
instead,
before.
putting the
Because
boots
Domino's has
to the
never
chest
had stuffed crust before.
of Hank while he's on the mat trying to crawl to his partner
But
to
we
make
do
the
now.
hot tag.
So get any medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
Picks him up, throws him into the neutral corner, head first into the turnbuckle.
Sherlock
Hank
Holmes,
out on his feet, literally hung up on the second rope. Nico using his leverage, his weight to choke him out on it.
I want justice for my mother's murder.
You're in great danger.
I'm counting on it. If my
That
mother's
neutral corner, whip to the opposite neutral corner with authority, back first, hard up against the turnbuckle. Taz in Brooks.
Central on the CW. For the first time
Right
in
hand.
over 2 decades.
Brooks with another right hand to Hank.
NASCAR Xfinity Series
Just
returns
teeing
to
off
the
on him.
block.
Now he's hitting him with some left.
This
And then a
Saturday,
hard right puts him back down to the mat.
Rockingham Speedway is back. Hold
One,
on tight.
two,
NASCAR's hottest
two,
young
sweet.
drivers
Hank kicks
roar
out
into
of
the
two,
classic track with a bang. The NASCAR Xfinity
dropping the
Series
elbow on
this
the
Saturday from
bridge of the
Rockingham,
nose.
Eastern, 12
Ouch.
Pacific on the CW.
And now we're out of the commercial break, back to full screen. Brooks
What a
hits
fight
ropes,
this has been for Hank
hits
and Tank, and
Hank
all
up
the
against the ropes.
butterfly feels quickly out the door. And look at
In
this,
control of the
right on
match.
the
Like
man's
Hank
throat
bleeding
and
from the
a
mouth,
kick
too.
out. Going back, Graves. I mean, this was a
You know what I
scary
mean?
moment.
Little head submission. Yeah, that bulldog from the electric chair dropped onto the announce table outside was brutal. I think that's probably what cut him open, too. All right, Hank's back to his feet. Elbows to the midsection, trying to break the hold. Tries for a backslide. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Brooks kicks out at 2. And then he drives him back to his corner, tags in Nico. Nico putting the boots to Hank, trying to slow him down somewhere. As if the dudes are taking a beating already. Punch to the gut, trying to break. Nope. Nico elbow to the top of the head. Stops him.
The entire landscape booker here, you would have to agree with it.
Oh, but a huge, powerful clothesline out of nowhere sends Nico to the mat. Hank trying to crawl to make the tag. He's an arm leap away. And tags in Tank. Hot tag to Tank. But the ref didn't see it. So now Brooks and Nico are double teaming Hank illegally behind the ref's back. And then try to pin him. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Brooks kicks out at 2. Nico picks him up off the mat on the front face. Hits him with a huge elbow to the back of the neck. Tries for a suplex. Nope, Hank's countering.
Trying to snap a losing streak here. They've tried to mold everyone
That Brooks
else's thoughts
tags
into
in
their own.
blindly.
They're in a battle right now of survival, but it's turned into
But Tank is legally tagged in now. Hot tag, clotheslines Brooks. Clothesline to Nico. Clothesline Nico over the top rope onto the floor. Same thing. Oh, through Brooks with a suplex to the other side of the ring. Running start. Hits Nico off the apron onto the announce table. Cartwheels. Then clotheslines Brooks. 1, 2, 2, sweet, because Nico broke up the pin. And then comes Hank.
Running on fumes. He's got to be at this juncture.
He gets thrown out of the ring by Nico. And Tank dumps Nico over the top rope onto the floor. Brooks tries to pin him. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Tank kicks out of 2. Springboard. Oh, meets the spinning roundhouse kick from Brooks. Taz and Nico. And then Taz and Brooks immediately after that. Got Tank up in an electric chair. Brooks on the top rope. Oh, huge. They countered it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Brooks and Nico been eliminated. I can't believe he countered that at the last second. They tried to do that bulldog electric chair drop like they did earlier, but he countered it. Metaphor? No, this is no quarter cash crew. And I definitely want Hank and Tank to beat them.
Because no quarter catch crew aren't here to play games. Certainly not Bourne.
Tavion Heights and Bourne. I'd rather Hank and Tank beat them, please.
Left shoulder just coming off the mat. Booker, you used the word earlier in this match, lackadaisical. I wouldn't think Hank and Tank are lackadaisical anymore. They seem to be trying to fight with a little bit of a
huge clothesline.
But has too much to take
and then Taz and whatever their name is, no quarter catch crew. Close Miles Bourne. Big drop kick from Miles Bourne. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Tank kicks out of 2.
2 teams have been eliminated. Miles, Tavion, the 4th team to enter. Hank and Tank. Let's remind everybody, Hank and
Miles
Tank
with a huge
were the
right
first
shot
team grades in this gauntlet. Listen, color me as surprised as anybody watching right now in the performance of both Hank and Tank. They're certainly earning their medal tonight. However, things are not going to get any easier. Look at Tank.
Tries to pin Tank. 1, 2, 2. Sweet.
Dear Paul Booker, you have said that Heights and
Tavion Mountain, Tank Disney. Nice element of super hole in the middle of the ring.
It's only a matter of time before this match is going to be over.
Like I said, I don't see how the commentators call the matches. It's too fast paced and names are kind of rolling off the tongue. You can't really get tongue tied a lot trying to call things who. All right, Tank with the jawbreaker makes the separation, tagging Hank, who then drops the rope to send Tavion onto the floor. And now him and Miles is duking it out, going back and forth with right. But now it's just Hank with an onslaught of right punches, rights and lefts. Just a couple dozen punches that quick. And then a back elbow to the corner. And then another right forearm to the corner. And now he's in the corner. Tank in the adjacent corner. Hank running splash to Bourne. And then a bulldog out of the corner. Tank goes out onto the floor. After that impressive little flurry of offense. Running around the ring. Getting a head start. Jumping over the... Oh, he jumped off the steel steps onto Tavion with a big body splash. And then Miles Bourne with a big high-risk maneuver over the top rope onto the floor, drop Hank and Tank. After they double splash Tavion on the floor. Another picture-in-picture. I think I'm going to send CW Network an email and say, hey, can you show Netflix how you do picture-in-picture and have them do it?
Congratulations. Here's the water.
Miles Bourne tried to pin Hank when he gets a 2 count.
Definitely flood your basement.
Wait.
Congratulations. Here's your first year supply of nitrogen
Bourne with
fertilizer.
a knee
Remember,
to the
not
upper
too
back
little or
of
too
Hank.
much or you'll kill your lawn.
Okay. Congratulations. Here's
Huge right shot.
Explorer. Uh-oh. You're good. You can quickly compare insurance options
European
and find the right
uppercut.
coverage, even if it's not
Now
with
he's
us.
on the bottom
What's the
rope,
bad news?
getting kicked in his
I
chest.
skipped the line.
And then Hank trying to roll out onto the apron
Time
like
exists to
after all
help
that.
everyday Americans make
Then he gets kicked in the head by
When you build your
Tavion, who got
credit to
tagged into the
build
match.
yourself up, but payday comes on your terms. When your
He
girl
slides
now
out of the
starts
ring
mapping,
onto the floor.
oh yeah, you're making it.
Because he's taking so much
Success doesn't
damage.
happen overnight, but as you progress, you start to feel it.
See, when you're going after something
Tavion
big,
goes out there to
especially for something better,
pursue him, picks him up off
you're
the
making
floor.
You know,
Back body
sometimes
drops him
my
onto
life
the
can be a little
apron.
crazy. That's why when you find
The
stability,
hardest
you
part
gotta
of the
grab
ring.
it, hold on to it. Like how Verizon just lets you lock in a low price.
He goes back into the ring and tries to
Even
pin
if you're already
Hank.
a
1,
customer. Is that even
2,
real?
2,
That's not just for me.
sweet.
And they
Hank
give you a
kicks
free
out at
phone
2.
on any plan. Who's doing that? Nobody.
Right to the midsection of Tavion, who answers with a right to
Come
the
on,
face,
what's better
making
than
2.
Probably nothing.
Picks Hank up off the mat,
Yeah, nothing.
whips him to the ropes. Big clothesline, puts him back down to the canvas. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Hank kicks out at 2.
Tahini, the irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding
Tavion picks
flavor
him
your
up
way.
again,
What's your way to take
throws him
it?
into his
You
corner
don't have to
where
settle for
Miles
just one
is.
delicious dish at Olive
Tags him
Garden.
in.
Buy one, take one is here.
Double
Starting
chain
at
from no quarter
$14.99,
catch
but
grip.
only for a limited
It's
time.
Tavion Irish
So
whipping the
hurry
Miles,
in
who
and
hits him
enjoy
with a
the favorites
spinning
you crave today,
suplex.
and take
A
another
spinning
home for
side
tomorrow
side.
on us.
And he tries to pin him, only gets a 2 count on Hank.
Your own
Miles Bourne with the offensive attack, hitting him with a bunch of kicks. Huge right to the face.
Your prayers, someone
Another right to the gut. Hank trying to get fired up, answering with a right of his own. Miles puts him in a setup for a suplex. Hank countered it, rolled him up in a small package, only got a 2 count. And then he gets another kick to the ribs as soon as Miles got back up.
And schedule a fix in minutes. Go to
Miles with
safelight.com
a
and
front
schedule
face
a
lock.
replacement today.
Hits Hank with a right, puts him back to the mat.
Cleaning your
Kick
dog's
to the
teeth can be
ribs.
hard. But now with
Hank
Creamy's
trying to
dental
fight back with a
treats,
punch to the
Creams
midsection.
make health a treat. Also,
Miles
try
answers with a
Creamy's
right
dog
to the
food and
face.
toppers.
Another right to the midsection
This
from
story
Hank.
was so odd.
Another right to the face from Miles.
After it was all over.
Like I said, back and forth action. Huge right from Hank, because he's back to his feet now.
Still
He's got
trying
all
to
his
mentally process how all of this could have happened.
momentum. Now they're just balling back and forth. One right hand for another right hand. And we're back to full square.
Starting to turn into a slugfest between these two teams. Here, this #1
And then tags in Tank. Hot tag to Tank. Tavion's tagged in too. And they're in the middle of the ring just blow for blow. Letting each other have it. Tavion rips the shirt off of Tank. Throws it on the crowd. Tank starts hitting him with a bunch of right hands. Hits the ropes. Countered by Tavion. But then hits him with a clothesline. But then Tank hits him with a back elbow. Side back suplex to Tavion. Didn't have no effect on him. He answers with a side back suplex of his own that had little to no effect on Tank. They both closed. No, that was a clothesline from Tavion. 1, 2, sweet. Kicked out at 2. And in the last second, Hank tried to dive in there. Who gets thrown over the top rope onto the floor by Miles. And now they're about to double team Tank. But Hank pulls Miles out of the ring so they can't. And now Tank rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. They have been eliminated. Yes. Tavion and Miles have been eliminated. Yes. Who's next? Yoshiki, Inamura, and Briggs.
No rest for the weary. And now you've got some of the biggest guns in the game.
That Yoshiniro dude, I've always said it. He reminds me of Tank from Mad TV. He looks like Bobby Lee. And him and Hank are in the ring. He just hit him with a suplex. Tries to pin him. 1, 2, sweet. Hank kicks out at 2. Tags in Brooks.
He's been scheming on how to win. They knew
Or
they were
Briggs, I should
entering
say.
last in this after the draw earlier today with our general
Clubs him on the
manager.
back.
They knew that they were going to be watching this close. No way did they think they'd be taking on
Huge
the team
right
that
shot
entered
to
in number
Briggs.
1. I mean, listen, if you're Briggs and Inamura, you got to feel like you've been hanging out with Grandpa Joe because they were just handed a golden
He's
ticket.
begging for him to hit him again.
Briggs and Inamura
And Hank
on the same
Miles,
page
that
last
does it. He
week.
does just that. Punches him right there in the face again.
In unison here tonight. We saw how
He still wanted him to attack him. But then he boots him in the face and throws him up against the ropes and hits him with a side slam. drops a big splash on him in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Hank kicks out at 2.
I mean, again, there are.
And see Axiom looking on because they got to face whoever wins this gauntlet.
Confusion, but either way, they've got to be asking themselves the same questions as we are.
And Yamura chops Hank in his chest, chop, punch, chop, punch. Flurry of chops and punches in his corner. There's like 30 different chops and punches right there that quick. And Briggs with a head full of steam boots Hank right in his face.
Getting dropped right over our announce table was Hank. Somehow he's still standing.
Chop to the back.
And he's following it up. It's Briggs.
And then Hank, with the offensive assist from Inamura. It was a Uranagi into a back body drop. You only got the 2 count on Hank because Tank came in and broke up the pin.
Have been competing for over 20 consecutive minutes against Booker. 4 different tag teams, 4 different strategies.
Trying to help each other out. Woo! And then we're a chop, and then a boot from Briggs sends Tank out of the ring. Double team from Inamura and Briggs. Nope. And then Hank rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he did get it. Yeah, they won. I thought that was only 2 because I thought Briggs broke up that. But he must have been a second too late. Hank and Tank for the win. Wow.
To finish, they ran the gauntlet. Well, let's take another look back. This move was
a pretty good match. That was solid. That's about 30 minutes of life.
Disposing of their first set of opponents, but the work was just getting started. Here comes the color. Somehow Tank able to shift his weight on
How he countered that
shoulders.
finishing move.
Slamming Jennings down. Bill Porter catch crew would meet their unfortunate fate here. Tank again with the old classic schoolboy surprising Tavion Heights. And here comes Briggs and Inamura. Fresh as a couple daisies, but hey, in the right place at the right time, inside cradle.
Yeah, he was just a second too late to break up that pin. I see it now that they replay it. I thought he broke it up. I thought the match was going to continue.
They finally put it together, but can they do it when it matters the most?
I feel like Action and Nathan Frazier, they're going to beat them next week. Or, I'm sorry, Stand and Deliver this weekend. That's when that match is happening. But I feel like Braxton will beat them.
Showcases in-ring action featuring rising WWE prospects.
Showing an ad for Evolve, showing a preview for it.
Perhaps one day to Raw and SmackDown. New episode of WWE Evolve drops every Wednesday.
Evolve is really good. Just like LFG is a really good show.
In the United States.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Honestly, I'm really impressed.
Sophie Turner talking to Kelly Armstrong.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to be in the main event of it all against Kendall Gray, Brinley Reese, and Chantel Monroe. All right, bet. Thanks for the talk, Stevie. Good luck.
Kelly Armstrong that just walked away from talking to her. Reminds me of Jada Parker with the way she talked, the way she acted.
So happy for those guys.
Tag title match.
Now I got Robert Sloan and Ava talking to her.
Left in the women's ladder match. We do, but I did just find a last-minute entrance for the final qualifier tonight.
With who?
Don't worry, you guys will know when her music is.
Okay.
Just teasing us.
Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Now somebody else rolling up in a big SUV. Who is this?
We saw the post earlier from the underboss, and we've been waiting for that fight in the
Obafemi in this big truck.
Of NXT. We hear from the NXT champion live tonight.
But then you see behind him was those four guys that's been taking over the show. They were following Obafemi. As soon as he got out of the car, they were lurking.
It's pronounced
Like they were about to jump him in the parking lot.
Liberty.
I forget the name of that faction's name.
Liberty.
I'm going to use the bathroom. I read that.
Very mature.
Hey, that's a nephew too.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's two.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
Huggies, now with blowout protection in every direction.
This combo meal's got combinations. Make this thing your own creation. Entree, drink, and choice of size. Oh, and it's free to swap fries. BK, have it your way. Nice try, Squirt.
What the heck is that?
It's toothless.
Take me away.
Vikings, I have returned.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta see this.
One of 5 immersive worlds in Epic Universe, only at Universal Orlando Resort.
Full rolls to make a difference.
You never know what you're gonna get. Ain't that the craziest thing?
Released 24/7. New episode Thursday at 8/7 Central.
The National Desk covers America's news now. Holds government leaders accountable.
Billions of dollars in backlog for just maintaining properties we already own as taxpayers.
Brings the best balance of national and international political news home to you.
Weekdays at 7 a.m. on CW22. Liquor and car keys, and it's a killer.
There's really no excuse for drunk driving. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, bring your case to us.
But yeah, exclusive right here on my podcast. You see, read the, like Shake said on that episode of Aqua Teen. Read the T-shirt, fool. People wondering what I'm talking about online, especially my Aunt Gloria. That's what the big surprise is that I'm going to Vegas for Mania in 3 more nights. Only here. I ain't saying it on Facebook. They have to tune into this podcast channel to know the 411 on what I mean when I say big week ahead, I'm going to shock the world. That is what I mean by I'm going to shock the world when I start posting and streaming from Vegas.
Go right now to the rooms to
Just
go
for her to be like,
store
who are you
mattress.
with, nephew? Nobody. Why you always assume I got to be with somebody every time I go somewhere and do anything?
Your choice of sizes for just $5.95. That's 3 great brands.
I've been alone on my own for 8 months now.
Full, queen, even a king size mattress, only $5.95.
Shunned by literally all my family. They're like I don't even exist.
Mattress buys at the Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale going on now.
Can you really say our phone number?
800
You would think mom passing away, me losing my job, that would bring them closer to me, but it drew them away from literally everybody. It is what it is. God got me. I don't need him. Can we please go back to NXT so my mind can quit racing? That's another reason I like wrestling. It helps me escape things like thoughts, feelings, bullshit of life.
Experience the speed, feel the thunder as the top drivers battle it out on one of the most iconic tracks. Don't miss a
Submerge myself in the product, and I have to think about how my family treats me.
Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, only on the CW. Time for tonight's NXT Spotlight, presented by Progressive.
NXT Spotlight. What's this about? Something last week? Oh, Jada Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. And I think it's so crazy how that mic sounds so good because I got my headphones on so I can hear how it comes out on your end. But last night when I tried to record my version of Old Town Road, it was the most garbage. You couldn't hear it. It was cutting in and out.
See, this path to stand and deliver started right here.
So stay tuned after this live stream of NXT Watch Along because then I'm going to try to record it
And I started
again.
making a
Hopefully
damn
it'll work
name
out.
for myself in these streets. And Stephanie, Jordan, Julia, they all come from somewhere. I'm the only homegrown talent in this match. And yeah, other women might be intimidated by that. Hell, the entire world is intimidated by that. But I learned right here in Port St. Lucie, if I can hang with the boys, I can hang with anybody. Because, baby, I am pressure. And I ain't talking about the pressure that bursts pipes. I am talking
Miss
about the
Parker
pressure
just
that creates
don't
diamonds.
know.
Because growing up, if you didn't apply it, it was damn sure applied to you. See, my dad's a coach, and he would never let me play football like my brother did. So I decided to go for the next best thing, soccer. And that physicality,
Miss Parker just don't
man, I
know.
loved it. But with my dad also being my coach, people already made their assumptions about me. I've been in a women's locker room my whole life, so I know exactly how vicious it can be. All women want to do is try to cut you down. And yeah, here in NXT, we have the best division in the world. But I know deep down, none of them want me to succeed before they do.
And that's not my problem. My best friend is actually my uncle. Man, you talk about a support system. You want to talk about keeping a smile on my face. That's exactly what he did for me. And when I lost him, I learned real early on that I couldn't trust nobody. Because if I could lose my best friend, who else can I trust? See, people assume I have an attitude. Nah, I'm just the way that I am because that's what happens when you don't fit other people's agendas. That's what happens when you lose the purpose of this all. Life made me hard. So nah, I don't need no damn friends and no damn locker room. All I need is that big game situation. The moments that make or break you. And ain't nobody been able to break me. And come this Saturday in Las Vegas, I'm going to show the entire world Jada Parker don't play. And I'm taking that NXT championship with me.
I hope she wins. She's worked hard. She deserves it.
Gambling man, I'm about to put a whole paycheck on Miss Parker.
I ain't betting no paychecks when I get to Vegas. I done already told y'all I'm picking that $100. I ain't played. I used to play lottery like Powerball, Mega Millions, Cash 5. I'll play that off and on throughout the week. I ain't bought a lottery ticket in months because I'm saving that $100 to take to Vegas, and that's all the money I'm spending on gambling.
Stop. He's not coming.
That's showing D'Angelo fan.